It's been a while, hasn't it? Uh, for those at least who didn't see my announcement, and for those who don't know, I am Frina Riva half elven YouTuber, and I welcome thee to to my. I'm afraid I can no longer say reaction. So this is my review of Critical Role. One second. Uh, Episode 52 of Campaign 3, Saga Bell's Halls, Far From the Others. This one, I do, as you know, I actually, some of you know, I did have a reaction, two-part reaction to this, but was taken down by copyrights, which is why I'm no longer doing reactions, sadly. Not sure I'll be doing reactions. There's some other stuff I want to do reactions to, but I'm not sure I'll be doing that anyway. When the series is over, I may actually re-release the reaction as as the lost episodes. Oh, but anyway, get to it. For the most part, I will be I will be using somewhat the Wikipedia the Crit Roll wiki page for these. There will be using a this, but I'll mainly try to be using my notebooks. But I'm now taken to writing the actual notes as if I was actually playing a campaign, and hopefully I'll be get a good like system going for how to take what from nomenclature and other stuff. Right by the time I catch up, and it will no longer have these pages to review over. Okay, last we left off was in the confrontation during the Apathy solstice, excuse me. The Bells Hells, 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 Hells took on the Ruby Vanguard and the Paragon's Call. In an attempt to stop their efforts into trying to free the what was his name? No, that was the. I think that's the Egyptian god. Okay, well, hang on. It's bugging me. I can't think of this. Actually, probably be better to use the Ruby Bear. Oh, good grief. Predathos. Yes, the Predathos, the God Eater. I feel like it's no accident. I feel like Apophis may have been an inspiration for this, though it's no. I also no accident that it starts with Pred. Using let's see, Autobias, yes. Ludinus has been basically performed the ritual, and they were aided by several things, including past player characters, including Cale Widogast. I think it was Bo. It's been a while. Bo. Also, Keyleth, leader of the Airshot, appeared, but was ambushed because they were expecting her, and nearly took her. When Vaxildan, her former lover, champion of the game, appeared to stuff, but then using the special device was captured and used the power device and activate it. Let's see. So that's causing this. I forget what it was, like a huge, like psychic flame and stuff. When the group broke up, there was only four of them there. This is where. Let's see. Uh, Imogen, Fern, Chitney, and F.C.G were all stuck in a tundra like snow desert. Isn't a tundra just a snow? I suppose it doesn't actually have to have snow. Projos and stuff. Let's see. This is of course available on their on the actual Critical Role online site, online shop. Let's see. Uh, Ick. See, they are very concerned that they're selling in this all new look. Oh, good grief! No pop-ups right now, please. Let's see. Hey, as I no idea where Ashton, Lana, or and because of what we're going to do, they're when trying to use like communicate with you through magic things like sending and stuff. They got a lot of interference and stuff. It seems like they weren't sure what happened. I did quickly theorize that perhaps it's like the ambient magic or energy in the release by the machine may be causing it. May have caused, or along with the application, maybe just creating too much. Basically, it's too saturated right now, and magic is just simply not. Communication is not getting through. I'm not sure how much other distance spells like might be affected. Like, let's see, Seven. Uh, oh yes, F.C.G did wonder if Imogen might not have caused this because it's similar to what happened in what was it? Hellcatch. Yes, Hellcatch. Catch. Uh, when the others were when what was it again? Fern, Lana. I think it was also one of them went down to Otahan Thule. Can't. Yes. This. Yes. Chetney thinks they're near Uthadurn on the continent of Wildmount. So excuse me. For those who are fans of the series so long, you'll know this is the primary look where was where almost all of campaign 2 took place. You know, the Wildmouth that is. Okay. Ah, yeah, yes, the Crystalline Tundra. Basically he's been here before and he's able to identify landmarks and stuff. Folk Alps, Grace Carver. Mm. Again, yeah, more attempts to communicate with this all not just with like the other band part, but also Dorian stuff. Um, Fern Fern, who now is first time ever utilizes yeah, since she's only recently she's becoming she now has 8 levels in druid, is now capable of wild shaping into a flying creature. With the challenge race going on, instead of choosing a giant eagle, they basically flavored it as a giant. Was it shoebill stork? Yeah, this gull images with the horns on the head. Which is nice because if you know anything about shoebills, they're kind of, well. I think I even have it in my notes. And this is not mentioned there, but I have, yeah, but I do have it written down. They're basically bird Satan. Very mean stuff. They described it as cute. It always just looked evil to me. Let's see. I uh, remember to try to mainly use this. They walk around. They find these caverns. In future videos, once I've mastered how to use it and stuff, I'll be starting to use like the clip thing to take just little snippets of stuff, so you get to see at least some of it. Can't use that much, but oh yes. While exploring, they go dark part because I forget who he says it to, but Chetney says to someone as a big joke, "If anyone should die, it should be you." I try to like interesting bits of dialogue too. So if this is if this is more stuff, I'm sorry, and but bear with me. It'll be like this for a while as I get back in the swing of things. They they take shield there for nightfall stuff, but then while going into this particular big area, they thanks to a detection spell, well, like a images detect thoughts, she basically has enough one to get away before a lizard-like creature attacks. I think it was like 6 limb, large size. Sort of. As I recall, it was later discovered that when it like based on its drill stuff and stuff, that this also has I don't know, based on what the initiative is called and stuff. That also, I think Fern immediately started to end the fight by dominate beast, but this is not creature is not considered a beast. Oh, just a salamander. I guess I assume uh, it had this like cold blast, which on the first move got like 3 of them in its hit. Oh wait, I have a picture of it right here. Airtime stuff. While finding it, like free breath stuff, there Chetney had basically spotted movement behind them, and 2 new figures joined in the fray. I think based on a near miss, it was determined that this creature had a AC of 17 and stuff. And then so let's see. As I said, 2 new characters, and to the call to the table are is returning player Abria playing as who we later find out is Diana Liamer. Let's have a brief and then uh, we found then there was F.R.I.D.A, played by Christian Navarro. Interesting design oh, for their her F.R.I.D.A is but Diana is a gnome, a forest gnome life cleric. Well, F.R.I.D.A is a automaton, and I think he has like 30 different classes. Like his primary is like gunslinger fighter. Her, I think he's also said to be rogue and also a life domain cleric. Let's see. As far as gunslinger, he has a built in in his arm, which like the arm just pulls out and folds the gun cannon, just like a freaking transformer. Depending on what series of transformer that is. If I eventually, Fern, I believe, gets the how do you want to do this with scorching rays, which go through both eyes and the throat. Let's see. Oh, I think I mentioned before. I think they noticed like around terrain stuff. You look closely, you can see faces and stuff. So clearly, the terrain was made by previous battles. But okay. And then they introduce a group, and they recognizes Chetney being his ex. Hey. Oh yeah, just uh, they were just in a relationship, nothing like legally binding or anything. Let's see on Kinj. I'm trying to remember. Okay, I have to do Jackie myself. I there's something about I forget what the. Oh, it was discovered that revealed in her backstory at one point she had been killed and but was brought back, but it was like oh seriously, I guess she's the spores. I guess she's while around not long enough to get a change of art style. Hang on, well, she was brought back, but I think it was like maybe a couple hundred years before between that. So it was kind of disconcerting to her, and she kind of okay. Let's see. We discovered that Frida actually has the ability to play back any sound he hears recorded. Here's like stuff like sound recording. Imogen actually having a better time to examine herself in light and stuff discovers is that the that her like lightning markings of your purple lightning are now like spread out through her neck and stuff are now a deep red color. So as a result of the previous episode, Yeah. After another attempt at communication stuff, that things still going. Okay, let's see. I remember. Yeah, still has a bit of a thing about like their past. So let's see. Here it is. Yes, the person who the gun was not was a newer addition for Frida. The musket is installed by Jacob. I did not spell anything close to that. So, who lives in Luzerne? I think. Oh, as I recall, they also, I think, reported that they heard of D and stuff. Who's been? They've been talking about explaining rudness and stuff, and explain their situation. Oh, costume. Oh yes, they I believe I think it will I forget which one. Deanne tries to communication by they give us this like illusion of the a bust of Orm to stuff. Oh yes, and Freedom was able to hitch a ride on a vision with uh Imogen to stuff to oh so that was later on they talk about F.C.G's baking and stuff. Oh yes, we found out more about we found out a little bit more about well why Chet left Chet left what Uthadern while he's there he partnered with Oltgar in shop stuff. One day a customer was kind of being annoying and stuff, and Chetney stabbed him in the kneecaps. Chased all the time by the local guard, the glass blades. Also, when they start noticing sky, Chutney notices like that Katha, the regular moon, is nearing full, which means he feels the call of the wild, so to speak. As they explain to their two new friends, Dia and Frida, that he is now a werewolf and stuff. On the mask, that was the device. They have this uh, big discussion about their faith stuff, including like the belief that like the gods see nothing more as batteries to refresh themselves and stuff. Like how their connections to deities are somewhat off right now. Also when reviewing the Sky stuff, they realized after a while that they haven't seen Rudis. I think they later, by through some means and stuff, determined that Rudis is currently anchored over the Malleus Key. Its rotation. Oh, here comes the part about the dream. So concentrate falls. Fern. Oh wait. Oh yeah, it was an accident. They were forcibly dragged to sleep. Next is call upward. They basically have a sort of vision of the road ski and sort of they see like shadowy red skinned figures and stuff. Okay. One of them is just like outright pushed out of the vision. For show dream stuff, but Imogen is being drawn more to this beam of like where the Malleus Key is, or at least what they think. If you want better things, you can always watch it yourself. All this is still out already. They're a little concerned, like Imogen, how about how much fight Imogen was seeing put up, like or how much. Chetney is out about. I think he's went to be alone while during the night while he's in werewolf form. Frida went to the Google Forms because of his connection to. They follow a trail of data. Basically, now that he's transformed and stuff, they basically follow a slight path of destruction. Frida, Frida oh, if you're wondering, they did explain what Frida means. A far-ranging integrated defense armaton. On don't worry, my reviews will get better. I hope. Basically, Frida finally finds the werewolf Chetney, and this, and at this point, the wolf has completely taken is completely controlling Chetney and stuff. But it's waiting for that because it doesn't. Well, it has this urge to attack everything and stuff, like prey and stuff. It's not smelling blood, so it's throwing the wolf off. Okay, but eventually it does attack. After a failed attempt by Frida to calm down. And with a failure to resist, the fight is on. Frida's first move is to use a bar, but instead of trap fire Chitney, fire into air to alert the others to where they are, and then tries to make a run for it to get by time. But and Chitney gives chase and eventually trips into the ground with help with the fleeing play. It just triggers its instincts. Its instincts. It is confused when it bites in. He discovers no blood but oil. It confuses him. Like Chitney is kind of just a little bit more than an animal at this point. Them. Oh right, he probably doesn't have. Frida doesn't have wouldn't have a gender, so they or them will be Frida's. After that, they felt the rest of the party arrive and stuff. Chutney hears the Chutney the rest of the party started coming. At one point, F.R.I.D.A actually does try to fight back and tries to hit him with a guiding bolt shot from the eyes. It misses. The wolf is kind of confused about stuff, and Chutney started to get a bit more control back. But he's done a lot of damage to F.R.I.D.A and playing and stuff. He starts feeling guilt and runs off into the woods. Imogen tries to cast calm emotions on him, but fails. Yeah, he was free to, yeah, and Fern turns back into the Devil Bird. Hmm? Diana is kind of at this point is very very pissed on uh, basically everyone but Chetney returns camp stuff, and Matt, as it says here, has Christian role for Constitution Rule 10, and it's never explained what that is yet. I don't think he can catch like cancer P because he non-biological body, but so the very interesting episode. I have forgotten a lot of it because after fun stuff, I did remember. I remember the new characters show up. I think I also started like way back when I was still doing reaction stuff. I watched the next one too, mainly, but I'm not sure. Interesting, like drama between Dion and Chetney. So, but that was how the episode ends, and all, oh, and all that's left is to now, as promised, show you my new rogue class. This is the first successfully subclass I successfully published on D&D Beyond. The underdog rogue. You are at your best when your situation is at its worst. Learn to use your wits to overcome adversity. Know that by playing off others' expectations and egos, that strength can become. I did not do a grammar check on this. Weakness or weakness becomes strength. After all, an ammo back to the corner is at its most dangerous. Kind of like it kind of fits like sort of act like as like the unlikely hero and stuff. And first feature at level 3 is smartly done. At level 3, you master the concept of mind or matter to aid you in physical tasks. You can add your intelligence modifier to ability checks and saving throws that use strength. You can add the same thing. You can do the same thing with your wisdom for dexterity and your charisma to your constitution. Uh, if you're wondering how this works, think like you like while trying to move, you remember proper lifting techniques stuff. Using your environment to help you, uh, you dodge or an acrobatic, like vaulting off of something, or giving yourself a minor like internal pep talk to like you could do this, you could do it, to like tough out something. You may use this feature after rolling the dice, but before you know whether you succeed or not. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all uses after a long rest. Now for your level 9 feature. This is the big one. This was like the first feature I actually thought of. You have mastered how to play up how weak you are, how inevitable your opponent's victory seems. You you instantly, if not magically, know the best how to best aid your allies and distract the foe from the task. The mechanics of the feature is that as a reaction, when a D20 roll is made within 30 feet of you, I might I might change some of these later on, depending on feedback. If you have any, please give it. But you may with 30 who and you're aware of whatever the activity or action that is being done that's causing the roll. Well, like how I mean, your character has an action though. That and know that the action is taking place, and if that basically if it's at advantage or a disadvantage, you can now reverse it. You can cause advantage to become disadvantage, uh, like distracting your opponent so that they miss a critical, so that their aim is faulty, or and you can also reverse it to reverse disadvantage to advantage. Same thing with number of uses. Number of times you can use it is equal to your proficiency bonus, and all uses regained after a long rest. Rise to the challenge. A level 13 buff to your to smartly done. Thinking on your feet will get you out of the dire situations. When making any like saving throw or skill check that uses strength, dex, or your strength, dex, or con score, which is at disadvantage, you can automatically use the effects of smartly done. Adding your intelligence to strength, wisdom to dex, and con to and con to and charisma to con on to set shapes, and it does not count against the number of uses for smartly done. Ah, and here comes probably one of the funner things. Provoke monologue. At level 17, while your HP is less than half and less than your adversary, basically whoever you target this on, you can use your action to force them to make a wisdom save against your deception check. If they fail, they will start to monologue and be unable to take any action, bonus action, or reaction. This is critical stuff. The length of it, how long they have to monologue for, is Also, before I go, any attacks made against them ha- at advantage. And it basically based on how long the duration is equals is it basically lasts for around a certain amount of rounds equal to half the difference between in the your deception check and their wisdom save. When and any action or bonus action you or an ally takes, hey, the villagers can do a perception. Will be automatically do a perception check, and if they eh, and if they it is the check is higher than your current rogue level, being minimum of 17 when you first get this. Basically they realize wait you're up to something and stop monologuing. Any direct interaction with them uh, uh, that your allies with them will call the if they're well you don't I want to be clarified you can do certain interactions with them without it breaking it but your allies cannot and if the target takes any damage it also ends very restrictive but then again it's causing them to give up all like any actions and stuff with certain so it can lead to great setup. Also, your DM will be able to determine how much information is basically if they're not quite at the final confrontation and stuff, and they want to keep some sort of secret. Okay, well, your DM can try to withhold, though I would recommend for DMs also taking also account how badly they failed to save for this as well. That's just my recommendation. Oh, and final note on this feature, it's you can use it once, but and then it recharges on a short rest. I think you can get what the archetype is for this. How, like, mm-hmm. I'm kind of pretty proud of this stuff. How it came out. I am thinking like I would like your input, also your feedback on what your thoughts about this subclass. What, for instance, I was wondering, I've been considering like altering smartly done so that like at the end of a long rest you can determine which instead of like having predetermined like which mental based stat goes to the physical stat. You could actually choose which one matches to which for the rest and it goes like that and determines and that but it is that and you certainly can't use sorry if I stutter. You can't just use like your highest mental stat. Like say you have high intelligence, you can't just use it for all three physical stats. You have single ones of. Other than that, the only thing I might do is increase the range of reversal of fate. So this has been now my reaction, not reaction, my review of Far from the Others. This took a lot longer than I thought it would. Anyway, so uh, I'll soon try to have the next the next episode's review on. Other than that, I thank you for joining me. I sorry if I forgot this outro for my announcement, but here goes. Thank you for joining. This is Frina Riamentra, and I wish thee good fortune on the quest.